Hi, this is Jim Jordan with Create Vibrant Health, and I'm speaking today from Ashland, Oregon. And as many of you know, much of the West Coast is experiencing enormous amount of smoke from wildfires and other sources of fire. And we're all being exposed to large amounts of toxins that we normally are not exposed to. The air quality here in Ashland was above 500 for days in the past week. Now it's down below right around 100 or so it's getting better. But I've been asked by people that I know, clients of mine and other friends, what can I do to support my body to detoxify from this smoke? So the first thing to know is that your body does have natural defenses to some toxins. You have barrier defenses, your skin, your mucosal lining of your lungs, your respiratory tract will filter out some toxins up to 2.5 parts per million. But anything below that will get through those barrier tissues, will get into your bloodstream, and will eventually get deposited into organs and glands like your liver, your heart, your lungs, your brain. And it can be really dangerous if we don't get this stuff out. So there's some basic things that most of us know what to do to, when the fires are around, don't go outside, have an air purifier, wear a mask that's effective, and avoid exposure if possible. But once you're going to be exposed, there's no way around it. And even though those of us that did get out of town for a few days had less exposure, we're still breathing in very toxic air. And what happens is with these fires, you're not just breathing in smoke, you're breathing in everything that's been burned. So a lot of buildings were burned down, and those buildings have chemicals in them, whether it's in the walls, whether it's in, anything that's in the building, the plastics that are in there, the glass. There's heavy metals that get into the environment. There's all kinds of volatile organic compounds that get into the air. And it's not just the air, it will also get into the food supply, the local food supply, and the water supply. So we're going to be breathing in, drinking, and eating a lot of these toxins for some time to come. So what I did is I want to make a video to show you what are some of the things you can do to protect your health, to have less exposure, even though the smoke is clearing now, that again, those toxins are in our environment. They're going to be here for some time. We're going to be exposed to them. And what can we do to protect ourselves? So there's some basic things that we can do that many of us know about. There's anti-inflammatory foods like green tea, turmeric, fish oil. Those are good to reduce inflammation, and those toxins that we're exposed to increase inflammation in the body. There's drinking purified water, spring water, or distilled water will draw out toxins. But there's certain supplements that I use in my practice that I generally use to protect me from environmental toxins and to support my body to detoxify that most people are not aware of. And I want to talk to you about some of those. So the first is a product. There's two products actually from this company. The company is called Ion Biome. There's a gut health liquid support product, and there's a nasal spray. The nasal spray is obviously great to protect your sinus, mucosal lining of your sinuses from things you breathe in the air that will help support that. Basically, this is a unique formula made by Dr. Zach Bush. Many of us know about Dr. Bush. And it's a mineral amino acid supplement that is derived from soil that has a specific active ingredient called terrahydrate. And terrahydrate is what it does. Basically, it's a byproduct of microorganisms that were in the soil that produced this terrahydrate that operates as a signaling molecule. It basically signals your cells to heal and repair what are called the tight junctions in gut lining and the sinus cavity. So those tight junctions are more firm and sealed, then less poisons can leak into your bloodstream from your gut. So it's basically designed to help repair leaky gut. And the reason this is important is that a lot of these chemicals and metals that are getting into our water and food supply are going to be consumed by us as we drink water or eat food. It's not just the respiratory tract that's affected by smoke, by wildfires. It's the entire system. So through every channel that you get anything into your body, through breathing, drinking, or eating, or through your skin even, we need support for those tissues. So this Ion Biome Gut Health, I use this even before there was fires, of course, but now I would do it extra. 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon 2 or 3 times a day before a meal. And the sinus spray I use 2 or 3 times a day, a couple sprays in each nostril. And that provides amazing support for those barrier tissues. So that's product number one. And again, this is something most people wouldn't think of when they're thinking about detoxifying from smoke, or protecting yourself from the toxins that are still going to be in the environment. So just because the smoke is less does not mean that those toxins have just disappeared. They've landed into the soil, in the food, local food we're going to eat, and the water supply. So this is very important. The second product is a product I use for detoxification called Advanced TRS, Toxin Removal System is what TRS stands for. This is a nano-sized zeolite. Nano-sized means it's teeny particle that gets deep into the body, penetrates even to the brain cells. It can actually attract and bind with chemicals and heavy metals and detoxify. This is amazing. This is an amazing product. You just take this through 2 or 3 sprays twice a day under your tongue. It can be anytime, with or without food, doesn't matter. And this is something I do year round. But now I would do it for those that are not doing anything specific for detoxification. I would take this, that would be top of the line, in the top 2. So I'm doing these in order of importance from my perspective. Advanced TRS for detoxification at the cellular level. Number 3 is a product called Perfect Aminos. Perfect Aminos is an amino acid supplement. So people might ask, what does an amino acid supplement have to do with detoxification? Well, our enzyme systems that detoxify us, like glutathione, are all dependent on the proper array of amino acids. And most of us don't digest our protein properly and are deficient in amino acids. So this is a supplement I've used for many things. That's very important for all detoxification support when you're doing a fasting or cleansing, to have enough protein, and amino acids are the building blocks of protein. And in addition to helping support detoxification, it helps you repair damaged tissue. So when you have exposure to a lot of toxins, like we've all been exposed to, there's going to be damage to the respiratory tract, the sinuses, other internal parts of the body, organs, and we need to repair. Our blood vessels are going to be exposed to these toxins, are going to be protected against this with inflammation. So Perfect Aminos is one of the best detoxification supplements, and the best to repair damaged tissue. What I do with this is I take 2 scoops. It's powder or tablets, but the powder is 2 scoops in a glass of water, stir it up, drink it twice a day on an empty stomach. It can be done at the same time as the Ion Bio, or slightly spread out by about 5 or 10 minutes, and do at least twice a day. And that's going to help you recover from the exposure to these environmental toxins. Number 3 is a whole food vitamin C. There's many of them on the market. I like Truly Natural Vitamin C is a good one, or Standard Process has one called Cataplex C. These can be got in health food stores or online. Vitamin C is crucial for restoring the mucosal lining of the respiratory tract, the sinuses, the intestinal lining, for the liver to function properly, and as an antioxidant. So this can be in powder or tablet form or capsule. This is a capsule. Here I would recommend at least 2 capsules 3 times a day when you're in the detox cycle, and or protection cycle too, from if you're exposed to toxins. If it's powder, you do a teaspoon maybe twice a day would be sufficient. And vitamin C is a crucial nutrient for the immune system, and your immune system is one of your primary defenses against toxins. So there's type of immune cell called the macrophage, which is sort of like a Pac-Man that eats up things, eats up bacteria and toxins, and vitamin C is its fuel. So vitamin C and whole food vitamin C, I think, is better than synthetic vitamin C. It has all the other complementary compounds and bioflavonoids that make it work more efficiently. So you don't need a ton of vitamin C if you get the right form of vitamin C. This can be found in local health food stores or online. And this form, Truly Natural Vitamin C, and there's others that are good too, but get a whole food form. Okay. The next supplement, I don't have a bottle right now. I don't have it in stock right now, but there's multivitamin mineral supplements. Really important. So there's key nutrients we need for our liver to function properly, like B vitamins. There's key trace minerals like selenium and molybdenum and zinc that are important for the immune system and for your detoxification pathways to operate properly. So most of us are going to have some mineral deficiency. That's tested with a hair analysis for those that have worked with me in the past. And I would say after exposure to wildfire smoke, you would be well off by taking a multivitamin mineral supplement, just a maintenance dose at least. And if you think you might have a deficiency in a trace mineral, you can always get a hair analysis test to find out what that level is. But that's another thing. I use, there's many different companies you can use. New Chapter is a good one. The other company I use, the company that makes Perfect Aminos, Body Health, makes a very good multivitamin mineral liver support formula that I use personally and in my practice. And that would be the next supplement that I would recommend, highly recommend. The last is a product called Sacred Clay. And Sacred Clay is any basically high quality clay to use for detox baths. So the largest organ of your body is your skin, and you can remove a lot of toxins either through sweating in a sauna or baths. And there's a local company here in Ashland called Vitality Herbs and Clay that makes a product called Sacred Clay, which I think is fantastic. I've taken these baths for many years, and now is a good time to do them. If you're not doing them, you can even take it orally. You can put a scoop of the clay in some water, shake it up, and drink it. A lot like the zeolite product. It's not as effective at going deep into the body as a zeolite, but I can recommend the Sacred Clay or other types of bentonite clay baths to help utilize your skin as a detoxification organ. You can also do saunas, but to make it more self-reliant, we don't have to go out and find a sauna if you don't have one. Clay baths. And this video is going to be embedded into a newsletter I'm going to send out, which will have links to some of these companies. And for those of you that want a more personalized program, detoxification program, or want to get a little better view of what's going on in your body, I'm doing live blood cell analysis sessions for people, local people, or people who want to come down from other regions of Oregon or up from California for that matter. So that way you can see with your own eyes to what degree your liver and kidneys and lungs have been filtering your bloodstream of the toxins that you've been exposed to, because I can guarantee you we've all been exposed to more environmental toxins than normal in the smoke, and it's actually it was severe. So I would say, and again, you can just go ahead with these recommendations. You can get many of this online. If you want to get, there's special pricing I offer my clients. If you want to get some of these products in a package, I can customize a few extra things for you. There's other things to do in addition to these, but these are my top few that I would recommend. So as the smoke lifts, the air quality is getting a little better. God willing, we won't have more fires this season. We're heading into the fall where it's going to start to rain. But in the meantime, there's some repair to do and healing to do. And there's, on top of the emotional healing, I mean, this has been traumatic for many of the people in my community, because for the first time since I've lived here, we've had people, a significant number of people that had their homes and businesses burned down north of Ashland and Talent and Phoenix. And it's been a real devastation in the community. And there's a lot of fundraising going on in the community too, to help people who've lost their homes and all their possessions and have been displaced. So that can all be found on social media and everything like that. This video is designed to help people with the health challenges they're experiencing, and some people right now are already having some symptoms. They can range from just fatigue and headaches and achiness and coughing and respiratory issues, sinus. When you blow your nose, when mucus comes out, that's a good thing. Your body is generating mucus to expel some of these toxins, so don't be afraid of that. That's important. You could have skin eruptions as your body starts to dump this out over the weeks ahead. And these recommendations will just support your body's natural system to detoxify. And I believe people need the support, because for many of us, we've been having lots of stress over the last 6 months, a little depleted, and when we're depleted, we need extra support. So that's what these recommendations are addressing. So fellow Oregonians, Californians too, going through the same thing. I'm sending this video out to everybody, wherever there's fires, wildfires, or other fires that are taking place where you're exposed to. And there's plenty of information out there, but this is my best recommendations. These are my best recommendations. So wishing you restoration of your communities and your health if it's been affected. And if I can support you, please call my office at 541-482-2250. Wishing you a great day.